Hey, so take a look at this. So the presidential debate is on right now. We've got Trump, we've got Biden. I want to ask you two questions. Number one, actually, I'm going to ask you three questions. Which one won this debate? So this is the second debate here. Which one won this debate? Is it Trump or is it Biden in your opinion? Which one won this debate? So that's the first question that I want to ask you. And then the second question that I want to ask you is, outside of the last 4 years, right? Outside of the last 4 years, how much has whoever's in office affected your life? It's a genuine question. I want to know. Outside of the last 4 years, how much has whoever has been in office? I don't care if it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. How much has whoever's been in office affected your life? And then the third question that I want to ask you is, what do you do from now on, from this point on, to try to make sure that you and your family are insulated as much as possible, regardless of whoever is in office, right? So that's the third question. What can you do from this point on to make sure that you and your family are protected as much as possible, regardless of who's in office? Regardless of if this guy wins or regardless of if this guy wins, right? Because that's the way we got to start thinking, guys. Now, there's going to be some cases where there's things that whoever's in office can do that affects us all on a national or even sometimes on a global level, right? But when it comes to other things, your economy, your personal economy, your household economy, there's things that we have within our power that we can do. For most of us, right? There are some exceptions. So the thing is, we don't get to that point until we start thinking that you have power to do things that is way beyond just what this person or this person can possibly do for you guys, all right? So go ahead, answer those questions. Who do you think won this presidential debate? This is the second debate. Just in case you're watching this later on, this is actually going on right now. So I'd love to hear your answer. Who do you think won this debate? And then the second question is, outside of excluding the last 4 years, right? And the reason why I'm excluding the last 4 years is because I want to give us time to like really see the effect of things. I don't want you to look at what's immediately taking place right now. I want you to exclude everything else, regardless of if you like or dislike the current president in office. I don't want to take that into account. I want you to look at history, right? That's why I say it to go back 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. How much has whoever has been in office affected your life? And then that third question is, if this guy wins or this guy wins, what can you do to make sure that you and your family are protected as much as possible, especially financially? Because when you have the right amount of finances in place, you can almost get rid of all of the other problems, right? Except for death and a few other things. But when you have your finances in place, you can almost always get rid of all of the other problems, except for major issues. So go ahead, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you.